The World Cup qualifying campaign returns this week with, of course, some European matches on the agenda. Who's going to join Denmark and Germany in the next round? We'll take a little look next. That's right, folks. Back here in our prediction video today. We're forward to match day number, is it 9 over in Europe, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe and get your banger today. All things World Cup qualifying related, Babylon's related, world football related. We're going to all hit boys under one brewski. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the games that will take place on November the 12th. That's right. This is, of course, part 2 of a 3-part series. Of course, we'll be back with the next one tomorrow, so make sure you get your picks in for this one in a minute. A big shout out to my VIPs and the Patreons. And if you're new, smash your subscribe. Check out the links down below. So here we go. We're going to bring you bang up to date with the games involving these nations last time around. 13th of November. We're talking Wales, we're talking Belgium, we're talking Norway, that kind of stuff. So let's get into it. Of course, have a look then. Of course, Belarus kicks us all off. They did lose to Czech Republic. Big win for the Czechs on this one. Of course, Wales kept up the heat, of course, with a 1-0 win over Estonia. Meanwhile, Turkey got back to winning ways with a 2-1 over Latvia. Of course, the Dutch put 6 past Gibraltar, 6-0 win in the end. Norway also kept up the heat with a 2-0 win over Montenegro as well. I did pretty good on this week. Of course, Kazakhstan, however, I just botched it up there. Kazakhstan did lose to Finland, 2-0 win for them. And, of course, Ukraine drew with Bosnia-Herzegovina. That's right, of course, in their respectable group. This is, of course, the Prediction League table. Costas K is in command of it. And, of course, we're looking forward to match day number 9. Of course, part 1, part 2, part 3. So make sure you get involved in all of them so you can try and compete with the K-man up top of the table. Anyway, let's get into the deep end a little bit more then, shall we? Take a look at the tables. Of course, Serbia, Bosnia in Group A, Sweden in command at the moment in Group B, in a very, very tightly fought Group B. Into Group C is Italy and the Swiss duking it out in France, though, in Group D, looking good at the moment. Of course, we'll have a look at them in a minute. Meanwhile, Belgium, also Bosnia in Group B, yet to get over the line, but of course, if they were to falter over the next couple of games, it's actually only Wales can catch them, I think, at the moment. So the Wales need to win back-to-back. Of course, Belgium need to flop their lines, but the chances of that happening are slim. Meanwhile, Denmark, of course, are just about, well, Denmark are there, Scotland just about there in the runners-up spot. The Dutchies in command in Group G, Russia in charge at the moment in Group H, England looking good at the moment in I, and Germany are there in J. So those are the games, those are the tables. Let's take a look at, of course, these next round of matches, which, of course, kicking us off with Bosnia-Herzegovina up against Finland. Let's get into this one then, shall we? Now, they played each other 4 times in 2004, 2 wins for Bosnia, 1 for Finland, and 1 draw. Bosnia-Herzegovina comes as just 1 defeat by 6 games, 58% form for them right now. Meanwhile, Finland comes as 2 wins at 2 defeats at best 4, 42% form for them at the moment. Last time, of course, over in Bosnia was a 4-1 win for Bosnia. That's back in October 2019. Of course, they also played in the reverse fixture. It was a 2-2 draw back in March. Of course, Bosnia did draw with Ukraine 1-1 last round. Of course, Finland picked up a win over Kazakhstan last round. Of course, those were back in October. No odds on this one. I'm going to go with a win for Bosnia, though. 2-0 win. I think Finland are already out, really. Next, of course, we have France. They're going to be taking on Kazakhstan. That's right, on the same match day. Of course, which is the 13th of November, played each other just the 1 time since 2021. 1 win for France, nothing for Kazakhstan, and no draws. Biggest win for France was a 2-0 win. Of course, that was a reverse fixture in Kazakhstan. France coming to this unbeaten last 5 games, 67% form for them right now. Meanwhile, Kazakhstan without a win in at least 6, 17% form for them at the moment. Of course, last time, of course, France did beat Spain in the Nations League to win the Nations League final. Of course, Kazakhstan did lose to Finland back-to-back games without scoring a goal for Kazakhstan at the moment. No odds on this one. France should win this one 4-1 though to take it to the house, and that should probably seal the deal for them to go through to the to Qatar 2022. Meanwhile, Belgium on the brink as well. They're going to be taking on Estonia, of course, coming at you on the 13th of November. Of course, played each other 7 times since 2002. 6 wins for Belgium, 1 for Estonia. No draws. Belgium going to this back-to-back defeats, though. Not looking good for them at the moment. Meanwhile, Estonia's just 1 win in 5 for them, 42% form for them as well. Of course, last time around in Belgium was an 8-1 win for Belgium. That was back in November 2016. However, they also played each other in Estonia. It was a 5-2 win as well. So there's a lot of goals in these. Of course, Belgium did lose to Italy last round in the 3rd place playoff up against Italy. Meanwhile, Wales picked up a win over Estonia last time around. 1-0 win in Estonia. Of course, going to go with Belgium on this one. 5-0 could be more than that. It could be 10 if they want to exact some revenge on the world. Next up, of course, we have Wales up against Belarus. Must win for Wales. Of course, now these two sides played 4 times in 1998. 4 wins for Wales and nothing for Belarus, and 0 draws. Wales coming to sweet. Just 1 defeat past 6 games. 58% form for them right now. I mean, Belarus without a win and at least 6 games. 0% form. Of course, last round in Wales was a 1-0 win for Wales. That was a friendly back in September 2019. Of course, the reverse fixture was a 3-2 win for Wales. That was in Belarus. Belarus picked up a loss against Czech last round. Of course, Wales picked up a win over Estonia last round. The odds will go in favour of Wales on this one. 3-0 win at Cardiff to take 3 points and keep their dream alive for the playoffs. Next, of course, we have Norway up against Latvia. Must-win game, you'd think, as well for Norway. Of course, the golden generation for Norway right now. Of course, played 3 times in 1998. 2 minutes for Norway, 1 for Latvia. No draws, of course. Norway come to this unbeaten the last 5 games, 67% form for them right now. 3 wins, 2 draws to boot. Up against Latvia, just 1 win and 6 for them. 25% form. And then last time, of course, at Latvia was a 2-0 win for Norway. That was a reverse fixture back in September. Last time, I'm pretty sure that in Norway, though, was a 3-1 win for Latvia. Of course, Latvia did lose to Turkey last time. Norway picked up a win against Montenegro. And of course, they currently sit in second in the table. Latvia in 5th. A win for Norway, 4-1 win to keep the heat on. Of course, the Dutchies who take on Montenegro in a minute. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But meanwhile, Turkey against Gibraltar, of course, which will be a banker. Turkey should win this one. I've played sure that just one time. Of course, it was a 3-0 win in Gibraltar last time around. Though Turkey came to this just one defeat the past 5 games, 50% form for them right now. Gibraltar, 5 defeats on the bounce for them, 8% form for them at the moment. Last time, of course, Turkey did beat Latvia 2-1. Of course, the Gibraltars did lose 6-0 to the Netherlands on this one. Again, this one's going to be a difficult one for Gibraltar to get anything out of. I'm going to go with a 5-0 win for Turkey. And again, we'll keep up the heat with Norway in a very, very tight situation. Kicking on forward, though, the final game here is Montenegro up against the Dutchies. So it's probably the most difficult game for the contenders here to qualify, and that'll be going away to Montenegro. Pretty sure there's just one time since 2021. Of course, the Dutchies picked up a 4-0 win in Holland. Of course, Montenegro comes to this just 1 win in the past 6 games, 33% form. Meanwhile, the Dutchies, 4 wins of the bounce, 75% form for them at the moment. Of course, the Dutchies did beat Gibraltar 6-0 last round. Got back-to-back clean sheets as well. Of course, Louis van Gaal at the helm. Of course, Montenegro did lose to Norway, though, last round as well. 2-0 win for Norway. Of course, coming at you, though, in this one, no odds. We're going to go with the Dutchies on this one, 3-1 win. To make it a very, very interesting final group round of matches, of course, in this group. I'm going to have a quick look at the table here because it is that tight. Of course, it'll leave you pretty much as you were with what are we looking at here with Turkey would be out. Turkey would be out of the conversation, and it would leave the Dutchies and the Norwegians to duke it out for top honours in their respective group. But anyway, that's my picks. Be sure to get your picks in, of course, using the code, which is, of course, right here. cut_WC22 Euro. Be sure to get involved. Of course, look forward to hearing your picks. Of course, make sure you get them down below, and, of course, get in there to submit them as well. Make sure you check me out on the Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and, of course, Patreon as well. Looking forward to upping my numbers as well. Hopefully, you can join them, and, of course, smash your follow over there. But anyway, give us some love and give us some make sure you bang and subscribe. I'll see you soon for the next one, whenever that is. That's, of course, we look forward to match number 10 across Europe. But until then, folks, we're done.